What's going on, everybody? This is the Not for Normies Podcast, your podcast for everything game related. I am one of your hosts, Javier, and alongside is my co-host, Kristian Diaz. Chris, how are you today?
Doing good. What's up? Well, everything video game related that we care about.
That's right. That's right.
Very biased.
And at least they get to know. At least they get to know what's up. But today we actually have a couple things in the works as far as things that are coming out, new game releases, new game trailers, lots of cool stuff going on in the gaming world this week. So I'm actually really pumped for it.
I think this week we're talking a lot about just like a lot of trailers we've seen in the last couple weeks, and also like new footage of like Armored Core gameplay that's come out, Blasphemous preview. There's a couple of new things in here we want to talk about, but all trailers of things that have yet to come out, I think. Yeah. That's
right. So want to start off with Palworld? Want to start off with Palworld?
Palworld? Yeah, let's do it.
Right, okay. So the first of which is probably going to be this game that Chris brought to my attention. It's called Palworld. Just watching it kind of gives me definitely a Pokemon-related vibe.
Yeah, the creature designs definitely are like straight. I mean, even the elements, the elemental type of creature designs are straight out of Pokemon. It's like you can tell exactly what's like an ice Pokemon or a normal type or like a fire type.
Oh yeah, it's very much. There's like actual like FPS.
Guns. Yeah, there's FPS elements.
There's actual like shooting elements. So I definitely go for that a little bit more. Yeah. I love the character models in this game look super nice. They look super cool.
I think in general, I think everything about this looks very nice. I'm just gonna keep replaying this video. Shout out to Pocket Pair. I think this YouTube channel is like the creator behind the series, and because I think from what I see from this YouTube channel, it's like all the content is just like updates on the game. So I'm assuming Pocket Pair is the creator of this. But no, I think everything about this looks genuinely like solid. Like I think designs, the textures, like it looks very pretty and charming. You know, and the sheep holding the fucking miniguns, like that are so funny.
Oh yeah. No, okay, so I think this game definitely reminds me more of Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Mm-hmm.
Just in the way that it's more open world.
Mm-hmm.
I think that game itself had a very good, it had a lot of good feedback. Like,
that's so Lugia. Oh my god, there's like a Pokemon at the end that looks exactly like Lugia.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw it. But I think it looks a lot less laggy. Which for one thing. Now, granted, this is a pre-build, so
yeah, I think this is meant to come out on Steam, right? This is meant to be a Steam release, yeah. I mean, hopefully Steam release and then later a console release.
I was just about to say, it's like the movements definitely give me this is done.
Yeah, this
primarily on PC.
This would feel great on PlayStation though.
Definitely great on PlayStation. I don't know if it would particularly chug on the Switch.
Oh no, I don't think so. There's like there's a little segment of this trailer where you're on top of like a Pokemon that looks like Lapras, and you're shooting these fucking like missiles coming out, and there's these explosions. Those explosions on the Switch will like burn out the system for sure.
Oh, and then there's a particular mount that you have that looks just like one of the mounts that you have in Pokemon in Legends Arceus. I'm telling you, this even if it's a Pokemon ripoff, and don't get me wrong, because I love Pokemon, because I'm the Pokemon fiend in this. In our friendship, I know you're not one for that.
Yeah. I'm more of an old school. I'm gonna switch over to the other video, the using pals efficiently video. But yeah, I'm definitely more of an old school Pokemon fan. Like I stopped playing around Emerald or Diamond and Pearl on the DS was the first. Like I stopped playing right around then. But I know you're a much bigger Pokemon fan. But okay, I mean, I've been into the series. I've just have been a hater of the series because of the redundancy of it. Like I don't feel like between the iterations of the game they don't change enough for me to want to play the new game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And no, but this is a huge step away from traditional Pokemon, in my opinion,
Oh, of
because
course. I think, okay, so check it. So here's the first thing I've noticed just watching the trailer in and of itself is that the game, there's no turn based. It's not turn based at all in the slightest. This is like full on. It's an action. If it's gonna be an RPG, it's an action RPG, where you have a pal that helps you defeat these other pals.
hmm
So, I definitely
there's even
uh
base building involved. Uh,
it's Oh yeah, there's base building. There's what else is there? I don't know if you get to build or create your weapons, but that would be really cool. I don't know if there's much in the manner of character development, or I don't know what even the story is
the
gonna
fuck
be
is that?
about.
Like a pile of dead pals at the end? And
Dude, I have no idea.
what
I have
is
no
that?
idea.
It's just like a pile of like I guess it's like teddy bears or something, but it just looks like a pile of corpses.
But I have
That's pretty funny.
but I have no idea. It's pretty weird. It's pretty strange. Um, honestly, I'm pretty excited for it. Just watching the trailer. I mean, when you told me about it, I'm like, I don't know personally. Like, it kind of seems kind of meh.
No,
But
that's the thing. It does seem very early access, and it's this is like a hopeful type of trailer for me. You know, like this is a hopeful type of game release where I'm hopeful that it ends up being good, but
mm,
at the end of the day, I'm not like super hyped for it because I have to like I can't be too excited. You know, because
yeah, yeah. But
but
it definitely has. It definitely does. Like as far as action goes, it definitely gives me like a sense of Fortnite. It kind of gives me like Fortnite, like in the way of
oh,
like
the
the way
gun, yeah, the gunplay does
gunplay.
kind of, yeah,
gunplay. It took me a second look at it. I'm like, you know
it
what?
does
This kind
kind
of
of seem,
reminds
yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, it kind of gives me like that Fortnite vibe, but with the pals included. So like, it definitely also has the Pokemon Legends Arceus. So
hmm
it has a lot of different elements to it that make it unique. I honestly, I go for that. Like, if you're gonna make a new game, I mean, might as well rip off some things that were good in other games, and then just reiterate it to fit like the game that you want to provide for your customer base. And I think
Yeah,
that I think it'd be a pretty good hit, at least for kids. Like I think for kids, you know, I don't think parents would be very jazzed about you shooting at things that look like Pokemon. But I mean, kids also don't want, if they're okay with it in Fortnite, I'm pretty sure they'd be okay with it in this too. So I don't really care. Like, whatever. It's up to them at the end of the
you
day.
know, I'm
But
I'm
I
watching
think,
the third trailer now. The
uh-huh.
com the out of all the things that I've seen from these trailers, I think the combat looks the most solid.
Oh yeah.
Like
It's like a solid frame rate too. It's really butter
like
smooth. Like hitting
what like
solid
watching the
60
Pokemon
frames.
do. I'm sorry, watching the POW do its attack right next to like the main character, and like the attacks happening, the dodge rolling. Like it looks pretty clean. The only thing that looks kind of a little janky is like at one point the deer like hits the main character, and the way you kind of like get knocked back.
Hmm.
Yeah, it just happened on my screen. The way you get kind of knocked back kind of looks like a T pose situation. Like just looks like
Yeah.
the hit feedback there kind of just looks like a little like stagnant. But
I
no,
love
I
the
it just looked fun. Like and if this
Yeah.
it looks very promising. That's what I mean. Like this is a hopeful release for me. Like it looks fun. It looks like I want this to be good because I would like to want to play this. If it's good, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. All right.
What do you want to talk about
So
next?
so next, let's talk about Armored Core, because this is the next game coming out of
From Software.
From Software. And I mean, we're talking about a game. We're talking about
Shout
um
out to Fextra Life for the background footage I'm using.
oh yeah, I appreciate you guys. This is it looks really nice. It looks really good.
Do
I
you
mean,
have do you have any experience with like mech games at all or Armored Core games?
Armored Core games, no. And mech games, yes, but not like the way that this is presented. I've never
Yeah,
played a
yeah.
game particularly like this before.
I used to play a lot of the Gundam games, but those are like Final Fantasy tactic games. Like the old school Gundam games are like Super Robot Tyson is what they're called. They're like turn based RPGs, like strategy RPGs. But like I've played like some Gundam games on like the PS3 that was like a Dynasty Warriors game. But in terms of Armored Core, I played a bit of Armored Core 3 or 4 when I was much younger, but at the time it didn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why, because I've always been into mechs.
But aren't the older Armored Core games, aren't they like an SRPG as opposed to
No, they're
like,
all like
you
this.
would think of XCOM. Okay.
They're all like
'Cause I was
this.
so worried that I was like, whoa, isn't like aren't there old ones more like?
I mean, this one's definitely the most stylish looking one, and the most like just in depth like looking one. Obviously, it's the newest iteration of Armored Core, but like all the other games, from what I understand, I looked at gameplay of them. Like they all pretty much play like this. But they do have a very like dedicated fan base. Like people who are into playing these games, play these games like long term. Do like, I don't know if they do like LAN parties or like online match parties and stuff like that on the old Xbox.
Bro, I love LAN parties. Those were the days on
But
Xbox.
but
That
people
was
get into
it.
this game, and I can tell that like the biggest thing about this is definitely like the shipbuilding and like having your own specific like build.
I'm about to say, I was like, they were showing it around like a minute in, like a minute 40, like showing off the different types of like guns that you can attach to your mech, which looked really nice. They look really nice, and it definitely could like kind of give differences to your play style. And I think honestly, I think with these types of games, that's going to be the one of the strengths to it, just because you're going to go into a situation. I don't know how the story is going to be, but it says in the title screen, it says first 11 missions. I don't know how many missions there are in this game, and I don't even know the story behind this. Somebody at least on YouTube, somebody in the comments can explain to me kind of how Armored Core, like the story is related. If you need to play the other Armored Cores to understand this Armored Core, but it seems a little, From Software is all about the mysteriousness of their stories, whether it be in pretty much any of their games created in the past, couple of years. All of their stories are kind of like you don't even know what in the world is going on. You're just playing because like forget the story. Like I have no idea what's going on. And some people do care about the story.
Dude,
No,
the way these mechs move looks so stylish, man. It's so like
super clean.
it's
super
so
clean.
anime. Like I don't know how to explain it.
It's like from somebody who loves Gundam as much as you do, because after looking at all of your books and just seen don't you have a Gundam in your?
I have a few Gundams, yeah.
Yeah, because I know you're about the Gundam life. But I definitely love the way that it that
Dude, oh my god. I'm at 5 minutes in, and the air fighting that this guy's doing right now, like dodging these bullets while attacking, it's so good, bro. At 5 minutes in, the gameplay is so clean. Like, dude, he dodges everything. He dodges everything as he's shooting. I wonder how it feels to actually like play it. Like,
it kind of has like a very fast-paced movement. You know what the movement kind of reminds me of is Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't know, as it kind of gives me that vibe of how the fluidity and the motion. But let me just comment real quick, because it's definitely something that From Software is known for. It's just not the background, the world building.
yeah, the ambiance in the world building.
So good at world building.
Yeah.
From Software, you guys nailed the world building in this game. It looks incredible, super nice. From the warehouses that you're fighting in to like that snow area looks super clean. Like definitely giving up, with all the like the smoke and mirrors.
No, the
like,
environments look very nice.
the backgrounds. Oh my god! If this is like more open. Though I think this isn't more of an open world
I think
game.
it's mission based. I think it's
Yeah,
very
I think
instant based.
mm,
So but that's what gives creative freedom to the environments as well, because when things are
mm,
open world, things become more mundane and like
yeah,
things start to look the same. But
yeah,
when it's instant based like this, like they can travel around to different locales like really fast, and you can just get to like a different environment here for this level, different environment here for this level. No, but the environments look very nice. The
yeah.
desert, the snow, the warehouses, everything about it. Like
Oh, and
like
just like
this desert level with this big walking fucking ballista that's shooting a big laser. Do you see this, man? It's crazy.
dude, it's wild. I actually really like the forest area. I just saw it, the forest area, and then in the background you see like these floating mechanical island things. They look so dope, bro. They look so nice. Like,
Mhm.
but definitely combat looks super clean. For somebody who's not really into mech games like that, I at first I kind of wrote this game off. I'm not even gonna lie to you, like straight up. I kind of wrote this game off like, bro, it's a mech game. Like, I'm not here for like. I've seen a couple mech games and I kind of am kind of mad about it.
Yeah, but that's
But
because most of them are met. Like just you
oh,
have to
okay,
you have
they
to
are
be
tougher.
really into mechs to like
Uh,
mech games. But I think that this is more of an approachable type of mech game, just because
you,
From Software has been working on this series for like decades now,
yeah,
and like I think they're like this is probably going to be one of the better mech games to ever come out.
yeah,
When does
and
this come out?
I'm not sure. At least date of release, I'm not exactly sure. I know that they're pre-orders for this game.
August 25th.
Um,
What?
okay, so that's bro, that's now.
Dude, when's
That's
Sea of
now. That's
Stars?
in a couple weeks. The probably close to the same day. I think it's either 27th or 25th.
Oh my god. No, this is bad news, Javi.
But okay, so here's the thing,
August 29th.
when it when it came to Elden Ring,
No, I'm buying this 100%.
for some reason that Elden Ring got a more like open like people were more inclined to play, even though that genre of game is
Yeah, it's
not.
very unapproachable. It's very
Yeah,
hard to approach that genre.
I will tell
But
you,
Elden Ring is the most approachable.
I will tell
100%.
you that From Software is very good at making games that are uh very intense in terms of the way that it like they're like
They don't
how would
kid
I put it?
around. Like
Oh yeah,
they don't
these
kid
are
around. Like they make games. They make like old school games that are like hard to meant to be
these are
hard.
like they're
You
meant for
know,
hardcore
they
gamers.
don't hold your hand. Yeah,
Yeah,
like these aren't games that hold your hand. You
these
know,
aren't for these aren't for.
and I can tell that this type of game in particular is gonna be that way with its customization. Like it's gonna be so much customization wise that it's gonna be like so much at your disposable. Like
Oh
you're
yeah,
gonna be able to make whatever type of mech you want.
oh yeah, man, I do
Nah, this
love.
looks so fun, man. I'm so getting this. Like, just out of like, even if the story is like horrible and like like style wise, like I know I'll have a good time playing this. Like, it
Yeah,
just looks entertaining to watch.
yeah, like it definitely gets you enraptured just in the way that the things that like the way that the mechs move, the way that the how
Yeah, yeah.
stylized everything is. I'm a sucker for a pretty game. You already know that shit. I'm a sucker for a pretty game, and this game is very, very nice. And the boss battles in this game look super
I was gonna
intense.
mention that too. The boss battles do look good. I'm
Yeah,
excited. I'm excited for the online play the most though, because from what I understand about these games, the biggest selling factor is the online play. Like the people who are really dedicated into this series, like the old Armored Core games, it's all about the online presence.
yeah,
So I'm excited to see how this works with PvP as well.
yeah. So I'm definitely gonna have to take your word on it. I don't know if I'm gonna jump in day one. If it's something that we're like that you're down to play for, like play with me for, I mean, I'm here for it. Like it looks very. It I mean, obviously, the more people that you play with, the more fun it's gonna be. And I definitely think that this game would kind of lean towards it being more exciting, especially in the way that you maneuver attacks. just because it may not be a lot of strategy involved, but once you start learning different um, the way that enemies come and approach you, or the way that enemies attack, and the way these boss battles can be, I think that it could definitely.
I kind of get like near Automata vibes from this game as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just like
Especially
the near distant future big mechs type thing, like dystopian, like yeah, it gives me like near Automata vibes.
Well, I think we're going to have to.
I could watch this gameplay all day.
Oh, straight up, you know, it's like
I'm entranced.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it's like once you start playing this game, it's definitely gonna be something that you
like you don't want to put down because it just looks so fun.
Yeah, yeah. I think people that play this game and that go out to buy this game day one, they're gonna rave about this game. But I'm telling you, if they start coming out with memes for this game's gonna get that mainstream media coverage that Elden Ring got.
No,
so
it's gonna sell like hotcakes, bro. Like Elden Ring Game of the Year, like Elden Ring's done it twice, Sekiro and fucking or 3 times now, right? Wasn't
Sekiro was something else though?
Wasn't it Sekiro, Elden Ring, and was it Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3? I don't know.
It was Dark Souls 3. I think it was Dark Souls 3.
But yeah, dude, like no, they're gonna hit it out of the park, dude.
All right, let's pump it over to the next game, Blasphemous 2.
Hell yeah.
I freaking love this game. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, this game has a dedicated physical release.
Shout out IGN for footage.
IGN, obviously. But I love Blasphemous. The original game was outrageously good.
I never beat it. I never got very far. I'm not gonna lie. I play a lot of Metroidvanias. This is just one that I didn't get very far into. Not because I didn't like it, but I just don't know why. I think this one kind of felt like a slower start to me. I don't know.
I'm gonna just name off a couple things that strike me. First off, the character models are a slight bit different, a little bit more fleshed out in the way that they look. The
sprite work is so good.
Oh yeah, it looks super nice, and of course, as per always with this game in particular, the world building super nice, tells a lot about the world that you're playing in. Mm-hmm. You know, the ruined backgrounds, the way that the monster or the enemies are kind of.
You call this I think they call this aesthetic Victorian horror, is what it is. Yes. Yeah, like that Bloodborne type of medieval European Victorian horror type deal.
Yep. And let me just say off rip that I'm almost certain that they turned off the blood in this game for the preview, because this game is a bloody mess. This game is a bloody mess, and it's really graphic.
I think the biggest changes gameplay wise is definitely the use of 3 main weapons now rather than just the sword you had before. It seems like
really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's 3 weapons. You have the use of 2 fast-paced like short swords. You have a medium sword, and you have like a heavy-hitting hammer. And it seems the gameplay elements to them, like mechanic-wise, is that with the sword, you can go through these mirrors. You can like dash through these things, or that's the dual swords. The hammer you use to hit these bells to like solve puzzles.
Yeah. I've always loved those puzzles. They really make you think. I love the parry system in this game. It really gets your blood pumping, because at least for me, I always like to do things very last second. So like I really wait for the last moment to parry. It always gets me like worried that I'm not gonna hit it. But
this looks a lot more action focused. Like I don't know. I'm sure the thing is I didn't get very far, so like I can't very well speak for it, but it does look very fun. I do want to play it. I did re-download the first one on my Switch when I saw this trailer, and I played a little bit of it.
I really need to finish the game. I need to finish the game. I haven't finished the game. I beat a good number of the bosses. Now they haven't really shown any of the bosses as far as the preview goes. As far as like where I'm in the preview right now, uh, but the worlds themselves definitely lean like they definitely have a like it's just the same aesthetic, and I can't really complain because I love this game a lot. It's a lot of fun. uh the storytelling in this game is very Dark Souls in that it doesn't really tell you all that much. You have to kind of learn as you continue playing it from just the things that you pick up, the character or the different NPCs that you talk to, which are always a welcome thing because even though the story itself may take second base to or second like it may not be it may take a back seat to what is the most important thing, which is the actual combat itself. Like it definitely, man, this game looks intense, bro. It looks intense.
The hit stun of the weapon, the hit stun in the combat is very good. It's very satisfying. The fact that like when you hit the enemies, there's like a couple frames of lag, and then also the enemies like change colors. They go into like negative colors when you hit them. Like it's
I didn't notice that. I didn't notice
yeah.
that.
Like as you hit the enemies, they flash in negative colors.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Like it's just for a couple frames, but it just adds to the effectiveness of like hit stun and making combat feel very like immersive.
I'm about to say
And have weight.
natural.
Like have your attacks have weight to them, and make it very satisfying to hit things. Like I think that's where this game shines a lot. Like the animations are very smooth. The hits are very nice. It feels very fun to actually kill enemies.
Yeah.
Let me see. What do we got next? Oh, Path of Exile 2. I want to talk about this.
Yeah. All right, you talk about it because this game I don't know too much about, so you're gonna have to tell me.
You
about
haven't
it.
played Path of Exile at all?
I've never played Path
Have
of
you played
Exile.
Diablo?
Yes.
Okay. So, Path of Exile is quite literally like, I don't. It's not a clone, but it's quite literally Diablo in terms of its gameplay mechanics. So what we have here is gameplay footage from ExileCon, released by GameSpot, an official gameplay walkthrough of this is like a 30-minute gameplay. I think this is the latest that we got like 2 weeks ago. I don't think there's any newer footage of Path of Exile 2. I'm very excited for this. I have about like 200 hours in Path of Exile on Steam.
Wow.
Other people have way more than that. Other people have thousands of hours in Path of Exile. I just have two characters. Other people play like 13 people play tons of characters in this game, like, because there's just so many builds you can do and stuff like that. I think Path of Exile, in comparison to Diablo, offers much more freedom in its character builds, character creation, and just like overall combat. Like Path of Exile has always been more versatile in a way.
Now,
but here's the thing: no damage numbers. Big drawback.
Big
drawback.
Especially these types of games.
Yeah. There's no damage numbers. As a design choice, I think they've, the creators have like said why they don't do that. I don't care as to the reason because I think it's wrong. But in my opinion, like damage numbers just make for a more like appealing type of rewarding gameplay. Like the bigger numbers you see, the more fucking dopamine running through your fucking brain, like, or serotonin being released. I don't know what to fucking call it, but point is, I like damage numbers. I think a lot of other RPG fans like damage numbers. I think it just like it just shows that you're progressing.
Yeah,
like
as opposed to like the okay, so there's like this point where this character is fighting a silverback.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
Black Fist, and so you would say that you would rather have damage numbers as opposed to that black bar up top.
That black bar up top. I mean, if that black bar was there and then I was also seeing damage numbers, that would add to it. But it's just that I remember when I was playing the game, like it was it was a negative thing for me. I remember, like, I would have definitely kept playing if there were damage numbers. And I think there was like a mod you could install or something. Because this is only on PC, but I think there was like a mod or something that you could install to add damage. I could be wrong there, but I feel like I was looking it up at one point, and I thought maybe they did that, or I don't know. I don't know what had happened with that. Yeah. But point is, Path of Exile 2, it looks very fun to me. I enjoyed my time with Path of Exile 1. Its biggest thing in terms of progression is, I don't know if they show it here. They have like a skill tree in Path of Exile that's enormous. Like, dude, I'm talking about like nodes, like the little nodes you see in a skill tree. I'm talking about like 1,000 nodes. Like it's like there's even like memes about it. I actually don't see it here, but I'm gonna like look it up and just to show it on like the YouTube, like Path of Exile, just like skill tree, just so people can see it and know what I'm talking about. But it's just basically like a huge skill tree with like all these tiny little nodes. And it's like you start in the middle and then you kind of like branch out and like you learn specific things. Most of them are just passive abilities. But at the end of the game, like once you're max level and you're getting like more and more nodes on the skill tree, like you start to build a certain way. And then like you are that very niche part of the skill tree and that's your build. You know what I mean?
That's kind of cool.
And it's very cool because then you make another character and let's say you want to go like exactly the same way, but then at the end just branch off a little bit and you're a little bit different of a character, but it makes all the difference. Like you're going to use different weapons, you're going to use different armor. Like it's very, very versatile. And that's what's very cool about the game. But for me, it just,
Let me ask you a question because I'm curious to know. For somebody who, like, say, for example, you have this or you're out to go play Diablo 4. What is the draw between either getting this game and getting Diablo 4?
I think Path of Exile has a better end game in general than all the Diablo games. I think Path of Exile, pulls from models that are similar, more akin to like MMORPGs.
Yeah.
Whereas Diablo, it's like it's the single player experience and also the multiplayer experience of playing with your friends. But then like the end game can be somewhat lackluster. Where I feel like Path of Exile, it seems like almost truly endless. Like you could kind of like keep on playing and like kind of keep on making new characters and transferring your things. In my opinion, Path of Exile games have more longevity.
Yeah.
Like more people end up playing them for longer.
Exactly.
You know,
like something that like you can play like for forever. That's why you see these people, some of these players have like ridiculous hours of gameplay just doing this one specific game, like having over 1,000 hours of gameplay.
A lot of people have over 1,000 hours in Path of Exile. A lot of people.
That's outrageous, bro. That's nuts.
People really, really play this game. But no, I honestly think people who are fans of Diablo games will play both. Like, I want to play Diablo 4. I also want to play Path of Exile 2. I mean, to be honest, I haven't purchased Diablo 4 yet.
Yeah.
And if this comes out, I might just get this before I get Diablo 4.
Yeah.
You know.
As a quick disclaimer
it is a true competitor. I'm not gonna lie. It is a neck and neck. In my mind, it is a neck and neck competition. Other people will say that Diablo's been around longer. It's a way bigger IP. It has a way bigger fan base, and I'm sure it does. But
yeah, I'm sure it does. But
I'd say in terms of quality of the game, Path of Exile definitely matches, if not probably does a little more than Diablo in my opinion.
But you also have to realize that
there's no damage numbers.
That too, I guess. Yeah. But you also have to remember that Diablo 4 is made also for console, as opposed to a game specifically and primarily made only for PC.
And it's free.
And I was just about to ask that question. It's like, is this game free? Because
Path of
I
Exile
know
is free.
The original Path of Exile is is free.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know that whether or not this game was free or not.
This
What do you
one,
pay
I
for in this
this
game?
one I don't know if it's gonna be free.
How do they make their money then?
Damn, the beta isn't coming out until June 7th, 2024. Jeez,
That's
we're not gonna
a
get to
ways away.
yeah, we're not gonna get this for a
That's
while.
Man, let me tell you, it's like by 2024, we're gonna be in a different way
No,
of charts.
yeah. But
Just
what you
the
pay what you
podcast.
pay for in this game is just purely cosmetics, and it's kind of, in my opinion, this is kind of predatory. Video game companies to do this, but I mean they have to make their way somehow. It's also like inventory
Yeah.
space. When they do it for inventory space, that is where I kind of draw the line, and that's what this game does. Like,
That's
I think
really annoying.
I think what the problem was that, like, you want to keep making new characters to try different builds, but to do that, you need more character slots, which you have to buy with real money, and then I think you also have to expand your storage account, like your account safe, because in order to like transfer items between your characters, and that also costs real money. You can't purchase that with like in-game money. And
Yeah.
that's where, in my opinion, it gets kind of predatory, because like, why are you like limiting players from continuing to like make new characters and continue to expand? But I mean, I do get that they have to make their money. They can't make their money purely based off cosmetics, you know.
I'm about to say is like because I know, like, we have a friend, her name's Didi, and she does not go for cosmetics. Like, if it's a free game, like for example, she plays
Overwatch.
Overwatch 2, and it's like, if it's purely cosmetic, why buy it? It's like you don't have to buy cosmetics to enjoy the game. Like, is it cool to see your character in a different skin? Sure. I mean, like, it's cool, but like, is it necessary to enjoy the game? Like, no, it's not it's not a necessity. But when you're talking about managing storage space for a game like this, that's I actually kind of agree with you on that, because like, that's no fun.
Yeah, it's not fun. But that's what I mean, that it pulls from a lot of MMORPG elements. Like, a lot of MMOs, that's how they make their money, you know, like their microtransactions are based off cosmetics, and then quality of life improvements, which quality of life improvements are extended inventory space, storage space, being able to make new characters, more inventory slots, whatever it may be, you know.
Now, does that change depending on, like, for example, if you farm a literal crap ton, can you?
I don't know about this game in particular. It's been years since I've played Path of Exile, so I don't remember. I don't know if its monetary system is still exactly the same, and how it, like, you would pay money for things. But I do remember you could buy space in the game. I do remember wanting to buy space, like I was debating it.
Yeah, because there's some games that it's like, you don't have to buy certain things, but you can if you want to. You can outright.
But that's
farm.
the pay to win mentality. You know what I mean? It's like it's like there's pay to play and pay to win, and like, I feel like buying inventory is almost pay to win.
Yeah,
because
there's certain things that you can't progress without certain items. And they're like, at a certain level, you need to have certain items in order to progress, or else you're not going to be able to really win, unless your character's at a certain level where you can maul people. But that takes a lot of time, especially with these types of games. You're talking about farming to the extreme, talking about extreme levels of farming, and that's tough, man. That's tough for somebody. For some people, that's the name of the game. Like, some people love farming. I personally, it's like, for some people, they find it as a chore, and for some people that play this game, they may find it as a chore, or at least for people that are just coming into this game. But for people
these dungeon crawlers are pure grind fests.
Yeah, but I think like, limiting the amount of but you're right. I think it's the trade-off. It's the trade-off. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's a company that needs to meet their bottom line. and you can only do so much with a free game in terms of what they can provide as far as monetary value to the company. So you gotta pull your punches. You gotta pull your punches somewhere, and then you gotta take your punches elsewhere. And I
Hmm.
think that's the trade-off that they do.
I do like the effects in this game more than Diablo, to be honest. I feel like the actual skill effects look better.
I think I'm gonna have to find out when I play Diablo 4, because I haven't played it either. Both of us haven't played this game, so that goes to show that we need to step up
That we're
our
that we're biased and
we're slacking.
we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
We're kind of slacking in that department, but
All right,
we do have we have
let's
to
go
try.
to Project L.
Bro, let me
Shout
tell
out
you,
to one of my favorite YouTubers, Maximilian, dude. I love this guy. Been watching this guy for
Ma-
like literally a decade.
Maximilian, dude, bro. Just play the beginning part of this. Just play the beginning part,
Oh, his intro?
bro.
No, Maximilian
This
dude's
guy's
intro. His intro is the best intro on YouTube. So I swear, he has a
Bro.
whole like he has a whole animation team to do his intro. Like,
Bro, this guy knows how to do an intro. But okay, let's jump right into it. So obviously, all the characters in this game, Project L, they're all stemming from League of
League of
Legends.
Legends.
And personally, I love League of Legends because I played that's the game I played when I was in college, the first time around.
Mhm.
Because I went to UGA. Shout out to everybody that goes to University of Georgia. Holla at your boy. But this is a traditional fighting game. This is a fighting game that could use like a fighting stick kind of game. And it actually shows some of the devs playing with a fighting stick on this game. And I think it's primarily meant to be played with it's primarily meant to be played with two players. And if you watch, or like it's like a how do I put this? Like it's a tag team fighting game. It's a tag team fighting game, which is kind of cool. Like I really like I buy that. I go for that.
like Marvel
But
versus Capcom.
yep, like Marvel versus Capcom. And this game, the worlds or the backgrounds that you fight in, super nice. Super nice.
No,
So
League of
right
Legends
here-
has a very big like lore to pull from. So
Oh yeah,
a lot
tons
of
of different characters. You see Darius, you see Echo, you see a lot of different just a lot of different characters in and of itself. I love the combos that you could pull in this. Super nice. Anybody who plays League of Legends is probably gonna get this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a huge fan
I
base
believe it.
for League. There's a huge fan base from League. And I mean, some people that play League will also be, they probably love to play this game too. So, I
No.
definitely.
Go ahead and continue.
Oh no, I just think that they're definitely, they're playing into their wheelhouse by doing, by not going and stemming into like a new IP, and staying in the League world. I mean, stick
Yo,
to
this
what
is
you-
Darius with the
Mm,
axe.
Yeah, Darius. Is
Dude,
with
these
the axe.
Darius combos are insane, bro.
They're nuts, dude.
This guy just wiped out half his health bar, bro. This is crazy.
I want to see Echoes though, because I love Echo. Echo is mad cool. And if you watch like, I also saw.
I saw the
Oh
show,
my God.
Powder or not Powder. Well, Powder is the main character, right? The fuck,
No, Powder's
the
yeah,
the Jinx girl.
It's
She
Jinx. It's
she,
Jinx.
she ends
Jinx
ends up being Jinx.
Yeah, she ends up being Jinx.
What's the show
And
called though? I love
I
that
don't
show.
know what it's called.
That show was
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
super nice, super well done.
Arcane, right?
Arcane.
Yeah, that was very good. No,
Super well
I'm
done.
very. Couple things. It looks very nice. I would want to play it.
Super stylized.
I don't know if I
Super
would pay
stylized.
$70 for this, or 60 for that matter. If it was 40, I might get it. I'd probably wait on a sale to get something like this. What I'm most interested to see, in my opinion, is you kind of mentioned it, like the melding between the League of Legends fan base and the fighting game community. I love the fighting game community. I love fighting games. I mean, at the moment, I really only play Guilty Gear as my fighting game. I play like a bit online.
Yeah, I'm about to say you play Guilty Gear. I've
play-
never played.
Yeah,
Guilty
I
Gear.
love anime style fighting games like BlazBlue, Guilty Gear. A Tekken I used to play growing up. Street Fighter I dabbled in.
Yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom I played a ton of. But
Yeah.
like, so I love fighting games and I love esports. I love fighting game esports. Like, in my opinion, fighting game esports is the most entertaining to watch. Like, I would watch that over watching like a MOBA. And I think this is where it's really interesting because, you know, League of Legends has such a big esports community. Like, I wonder how big of a game this will be. Because, like, fighting games in general, it's kind of niche. Like, they're not huge because there's so many fighting games. Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Street Fighter, Tekken, Guilty Gear. Like, there's so many big IPs in the fighting game scene.
Yeah.
To see another fighting game come up, especially during fighting game season right now with fucking Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8. You know what I mean?
Bro, and I heard the Street Fighter 6. I heard that
it's so
what's it
good, yeah.
called?
Is it
Bro,
out?
I heard it was incredible. I
It's
heard
out.
it was
It's out, right?
unbelievable. Yeah.
I
it's out.
haven't bought it and played it yet. I'm waiting
Bro.
for that to go on because Street Fighter games always go on sale, so I'm gonna get that on sale.
No, they had like a fighting a league for Street Fighter 6. Like that and then Tekken. But I heard that the entire event was outrageous. Like I heard it was balls to the wall, incredible. I think it was in California and probably LA. I only assume so, but I'm pretty sure that's where it ended up. But it looked
We may be seeing like a resurgence in the fighting game community with this. To be honest, like
I
this
think so.
this may really bring like a lot of people into fighting games, as did Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I feel like when Dragon Ball Fighter Z came out, like I feel like a big group of people got into fighting games again, and I feel like it got like big again, and I feel like it's been like lulled down for a while. And I feel like this may bring in back a lot of players back into fighting games, or a lot of new players back into fighting games, just like League of Legends fans in general or fighting game fans. And with the big esports scene that League of Legends has, I'm sure that what is it, Riot Games?
Yeah, right.
I'm sure that Riot Games is gonna push for this to be an esport game as well.
Oh yeah, bro. That's what they do though. That's what they do. It's like,
so
you know, as much as the money, as much as the game itself makes money, those esports, man, when you're hitting like $1 million prizes, that's a ton of money, bro. To invest in these teams, in these huge teams. Though this is going to be more specific because the teams can't be that big, so they're, you know, maybe it'd be like a solo gameplay, and then like duos would probably be pretty dope when it comes to like a fighting game. If it's like two players going head to like 2v2 going head to head, that would be kind of dope to watch, bro. That live would be pretty intense. I could see it getting really heated, really epic. Especially since like people get riled up at those events, dude. They get riled.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why this is my favorite esports to watch. Like, people get super hyped up because, dude, it's like it's high intensity. It's 1v1. It's always a 1v1 scenario. You know what I mean? And that's why it's like so very high stakes. And like,
now
I mean, dude, I've seen so much Smash competitions over the years. Like, people at those events go literally insane.
Yeah, they
like,
go fucking
talk about
shit.
like men in their 20s to 40s screaming at the top of their lungs every time like someone gets a smash attack, you know what I mean? Like, or someone gets a meteor smash off stage or something. Like, people are losing their goddamn minds at those events.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I think this game is going to be a lot more approachable than Street Fighter 6. That's just my opinion, just from watching gameplay of it. But I have one big question before we jump onto the next game. Is this going to be all platforms? PS5, Xbox, Switch? Do you think it's going for all?
Oh, this could definitely be on Switch too. Yeah, I see it. I see it on all platforms. Yeah, it's gonna get the Dragon Ball Fighter Z treatment, where the game comes out and they're gonna come out with fighter passes for like new heroes all the time, and then there's gonna be a definitive edition in like a year or two with all the DLCs. Like, yeah, for sure.
And do you think that they're going to, because, you know, Riot Games, that they like where they make a good amount of their money is in cosmetics. Do you think that they're going to put out skins for these
dude, they're so adding skins in this game.
Bro, let me tell you,
they're so adding skins to this game.
buy it, don't miss out on this because this is a good way to make some money, dog. That's a good place to make some money, especially when you're playing like your favorite characters, man. Like that's where they make their money, dude. Let me tell you. All right, let's move on. Let's move on because I can keep talking about this for a long time. I love fighters, but there's a new game. So yesterday
Outcast.
was THQ. Yeah, let's talk about Outcast. So THQ Nordic had a digital showcase yesterday. We'll talk about the showcase itself at a later date. But there were two games in particular that I wanted to talk about. The other one is more just like a just the show itself. But there's a new game that's out that's
Shout
going
out
to
THQ
be.
Nordic and IGN for this footage.
Yep. And the first one is going to be Outcast. Now, this gave me a little bit of Anthem vibes just in the way that it was, the way that it looked, like the way that people, like you traverse the world. But let me tell you, the world itself looks very vibrant, looks really nice. I could see the story being a very driving factor in the way that this game, uh, like in the allure of this game. I think it's definitely going to play into what you really enjoy. Uh, like the story is something that is going to be really heavy, but I don't know, man. I have
Yeah, I don't know about this one. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. Like I love THQ Nordic. They put out tremendously good games, and
Like
that's why.
I'm more hopeful towards Palworld than I am this.
Mm,
Because
but
to me this looks like less footage and more janky. You know what I mean? Like there's so little gameplay footage in this,
mhm.
and then what we do have doesn't look all that great, in my opinion.
But like go further in. Go further in
Yeah. I'm
because
I'm
once
at a
you get
minute 35 seconds when he flies
yeah,
down. He's
yeah,
in the
yeah.
desert. Yeah, this looks nice.
Like the
The
different mounts that you get to fly through. There's like upper areas that you get to fight in. The shooting looks pretty decent. Um, I don't see anything lagging per se, but um I don't know, man. Like THQ Nordic has never really strung me in the wrong direction. So
what games have I played from them?
I'm hopeful. I'm slightly skeptical on the execution of this game, but it definitely
Bro, I
seems
haven't played any of these games. Hold on. Give me a second. Wikipedia.
Wikipedia to the wiki.
Um, Subsidiaries. Hmm. Yeah, but what games? There we go. Okay, there's a lot. There's a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a good amount.
But
They're a good amount.
I want to see. It's because they have a lot of sub companies. I just want to see what they've made in the past that I've actually played. Cause I don't know anything here. Darksiders. Okay. Oh, that's made from
Mhm.
Gunfire. Is that the same studio that's making this one? Which studio is making this? Is it just THQ Nordic or like? Let me see here. Appeal Studios. All right. I'm deep diving, bro.
Homie's going in.
Appeal Studios. Games. Appeal Studios. What do they make? Outcast 2. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And Escape Game. They haven't made anything. They have
Like
no
in the past, like recent.
yeah, bro. They have no like uh resume. Is what I'm trying to say.
But I think, hold on, because there is a couple of games that I remember seeing because everything that's out right now, as far as like
Okay, so Outcast is like a 7-year-old game. Did that get good reviews?
I think so.
This is Outcast 2, A New Beginning.
Biomutant. Oh. That's why it reminds me of Biomutant. Risen came. They made
So it
Risen.
was remade.
Oh, Destroy All
Oh,
Humans.
Outcast is old.
They
Let me
made
see.
the. They made the.
Yeah, Outcast, dude, is a game from 1999. And then they remade it in 2017.
Do you know that they made the Re-Reckoning for Kingdoms of Amalur?
They did? Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
THQ Nordic. That is them, yeah.
yeah. They did Titan Quest. They did Destroy All Humans, and I love that game. Um, I think that game is hilarious. Super well done. If anybody has an opportunity to play that game, definitely play that game. It's a lot of fun.
I am down the
Um,
rabbit hole right now. What is this game? People played this?
Darksiders Genesis, bro, play Genesis. I love that game. It's a lot of fun. Darksiders, all of the Darksiders games.
South Park.
Um,
South Park Snow Day. THQ Nordic.
yep, yep.
This looks cool.
They
You
did
you
make,
played you played the other two?
yeah, of course.
A Fractured Butthole and then
Yep. I
what was the
played
other?
them both. I played them both.
I didn't play the second one.
I played I played them
I
both.
beat the first one, didn't beat the second one. A Stick of Truth is the one I beat.
A Stick of Truth. That's what it is.
Yeah, the second one
I
was them
played.
as superheroes, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't play that one. But let me
No,
tell
the
you,
first
that
one's
game,
a lot more fun.
the first one is so funny. It is so
Okay.
funny and so well done. The biggest takeaway from this is I love what the gameplay looks like. The 10, 15 seconds of gameplay that we get from this,
Mhm.
I love it. It very much reminds me of old school like Shrek games on the GameCube, or like any of those like games where it's just like co-op beat 'em ups. You know, like I don't know how to explain it, or like Gauntlet, or there's a lot of games like that. But it looks very fun. I like how its biggest selling point, it says, is like co-op multiplayer. That's like its
Bro,
biggest
it
thing.
looks outrageous. It looks outrageous. Looks freaking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I am here for that, bro. I am here for that. I'm here for South. Like
I
when it
think
comes to like,
visually
South Park,
it could. Well, first of all, visually it's supposed to look like South Park, but I think it could look a little better. Like I think like the 3D models could look better. Do you know what I mean? Like it
I,
can't.
I I actually like the fact that it looks kind of jank. Is that the kind of word that you would describe this game as? Like South Park
No, I
Snow
get
Day?
what you mean. It just
It
kind of
looks
comes
jank?
across a little uncanny valley to me. Like I don't know what it is. Like just the character mode. Like just that there's like a last scene of like 3 or 4 characters running towards the camera,
Yeah.
and that just looks like a little bad to me. But I may be nitpicking.
I personally like the fact that it looks kind of it looks I think the best way to describe it is it looks dumb as shit.
Yeah.
And I
No, but
think
it is a 3D version of South Park, so it's like South Park has always been 2D.
yeah,
So
when was the last time you saw a 3D I think the last time I played a 3D South Park game was on the N64.
wait, there were
I have to
other
look-
South Park games other than A Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole?
Yes, bro, on the N64.
Well, I never played any other South Park game.
on.
PlayStation, South
yeah,
Park Rally.
There's the South Park video game. That's you could get it on DK Oldies for like $40. But they also have South Park Rally. Yep. They have
N64.
South Park Chef's Love Shack. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, this game
Oh, I
is
have seen this. This N64 one? I have
So-
seen this before. Oh, wow.
so the
Man,
South Park
I must have saw this
is a
growing
perfect-
up and never knew it was South Park or something.
Yeah, dude.
This is
But,
pretty fun.
The original South Park game for the N64 is a first-person shooter.
And then
shooter?
what else do we have? PlayStation?
Outrageous. Freaking
South Park
ridiculous.
PlayStation 1? Is this like the same type of thing?
Oh, it's the same
Oh,
game.
it's the same game. Yeah, the
It's the same
PlayStation.
game.
And
It was just done for N64 and PlayStation.
Damn, bro, games back then were so different, huh?
Oh yeah. Absolutely super different.
It's something about like the feel of these like old FPS games, like on PlayStation N64. Is just like the feel of them is so almost eerie. Do you know what I mean by that? It's like almost like creepy to me. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, I'm kind of pumped for it. I'm probably gonna play it because I played all the South Park games. I never
Man,
got
I
to
didn't know
watch
you're a
growing up.
South Park game connoisseur.
Like I never got to watch the show growing up, so playing the games was a lot of fun for me. And
Oh,
yeah, so when I got into it, I got into it because of the games. So when I played them, I was like, "Bro, this game is outrageous," and just the RPG aesthetic, the RPG gameplay mechanics, from the Stick of Truth and Shattered But Whole, is, bro, it got me sucked in real bad. So I was involved playing all these South Park games.
the
And
last
then
thing, the last thing we have here is a little teaser, right?
yeah, it's just a little teaser. I saw it. And I kind of wanted just to throw it out there. Is that there's a new TMNT game, and it's TMNT: The Last Ronin. I'm kind of pumped for it. Um, I don't know what the gameplay is gonna look like. I
Wait,
don't
wait,
know.
wait. So okay. So I don't know a ton about Team NT, but this is like, is this the story of how like they all died and then only one is left, and he
Yes,
becomes like a vigilante almost? He becomes like
yes,
evil in a
like
way.
a Batman
Who is it?
situation.
It's like Leonardo. Is it Leonardo? Is it the leader that's
No,
left?
I think it's no. I think it's I was gonna say Donatello. No, it's not.
Damn, it's not
It's
Leonardo.
Oh no, I saw. Wait. Last second. Literally last second. 5 second. Like literally. 44 of 45 seconds. He has a sword, so it's definitely Donatello. But no, because on his back. Okay,
Oh, he uses all the weapons.
Whoa,
He
because you
uses.
see the
He has the
nunchuck.
nunchucks, the bow staff,
Ooh.
and a sword.
Oh
What's the?
my
He just
god.
doesn't have the size, right? I just don't
He
see the
don't have
size.
sight. So it's got to be I think that it's Raphael. I think it's Raphael. I think
That's
he
the red
it's,
room, right? Yeah.
yeah, it's the red one. I
But
think it's
this
the
is
red.
so. This is based off a comic series.
Yes.
God, I feel like we're so not knowledgeable on this. I feel like there's like TMNT nerds out there that are like, dude, you guys don't know what the Last Ronin is? Like, come on.
Bro, but I saw it and I was like, bro, I know this is a thing because they have figurines in boxes that I'm certain that you collect.
Yeah,
Like
like I have seen the oh, I'm pretty sure it is Raphael. I see.
I don't see the sides. I
I'm
do not
looking.
see
I'm
the
looking at the collection here on Amazon of the graphic novel TMNT, the IDW collection, Volume One. He has a red bandana on,
How much
but
is it? I'm curious because now I
39 for the hardcover for Volume One.
okay.
Um,
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Volume Two is a little more. It's fucking 54. And
Oh,
then Volume 3. Oh, wait a second. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Because in Volume 3, Leonardo's definitely on the cover.
mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I really don't know the story behind this, but I'm glad it has a big, yo, how much of this is there? Hold on, I want to see how big the collection is. Because I just saw like 14 volumes.
No, dude, it's big.
Oh,
I
15 volumes. Is it done?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Damn, there's like a whole world I'm jumping
We're
into.
missing out on? Yeah, we're missing out on. Yeah, I agree.
We're missing out on.
It's like a cyberpunk, bro. It's like a cyberpunk. You can kind of see it in the background.
Also,
Like a
Volume
cyberpunk.
15 came out July 18th of this year. It came out last month. So this is
Dang.
like ongoing, I
Dang.
believe.
I'm going to be speculative about this game. I like TMNT. I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm a nerd for that stuff, so I love it. We're gonna have to wait and see.
I might
I
buy
wanna see
the
though.
first volume. I'm not even joking.
That's why when I asked you, I was like, bro, how much is the first volume? I kind of want to know.
I might, but what is it called? It's called the IDW collection. What does that mean?
I don't know. Send it to me though, cause I don't know, but I want to know.
All right, I'll link it to you now.
Oh man, but it looks so good, bro. It looks so good.
Yeah, we get a little teaser. I hope the gameplay speaks for itself, though. I hope we get some gameplay of it.
Yep. We're definitely gonna have to. We'll have to look into.
Let me look at the comments. I feel like the comments will definitely say a lot here. I'm looking for an Arkham clone for this one. The combination of stealth and gameplay.
Sure.
Yeah. So one of the top comments is like hoping that this is like an Arkham game. It should play like an Arkham game. Yeah, like stealth and combat mixed.
That would be dope. Bro, I love one of the pictures.
Look, I'm ashamed to admit this. I just read The Last Ronin for the first time a week ago. One of the best graphic novels I've read in a long time. And then this trailer drops. If the combat is good and the story stays true to the novel, this will be a day one pickup for me. Can't wait to see the gameplay.
Bro, I love the first. I don't know if this is one of the pages in The Last Ronin Part 1, but just reading it just says Last Ronin Part 1. It just says in the bottom right, it says wish for death. And I'm like, damn, bro, this is
in the sample?
Intense, dude.
In the sample on Amazon?
Yeah, bro. Like it looks like grimy, dirty, like super grungy feel. Like I'm really pumped for that. Like I can tell him like this is a
this looks good.
Yeah. It looks really, really good. I definitely think it's Raphael. I'm almost 100% it is. Yeah, dude. I'm kind of here for this. I'm kind of here for the story. I'm here for the story. If it's like an Arkham game, we have a good one on our hands. We definitely have a good one on our hands. All right, but that's
it for this week, episode 9.
Yeah, I say that's it for this week. The only thing I have of late that is coming out next week, that is on my radar is Red Dead Redemption for the Switch. Anybody who I don't know of anybody who's never played Red Dead Redemption. It's the one with all the DLC, but I have gripes about the price tag because I think it's a full-priced game. What are you guys doing? Pricing a game that is...
I want to point out a couple sales on Nintendo eShop. I just picked up Stardew Valley.
How much is it?
I never played it. It's on sale, so I got it.
How much is it?
I think it was $10. Let me see. Shop all deals. The big one I saw I also picked up this morning was Chrono Cross. Chrono Cross finally went on sale. I think it was like $11.
Yeah, no, but that's the lowest it's ever been. That's the lowest it's ever been.
Yeah. So Chrono Cross was a notable one for me. Then I picked up that, and then on a pre-order 10% discount right now. I don't know if you know about this, Javi, but it's called Vampire Survivors.
Oh yeah, Vampire Survivors, dude. That's like one of the biggest games of the like.
Yeah. It took the world by storm on Steam.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I pre-ordered it because it's 10% off. It's literally $4.49. Mm-hmm. I highly recommend you get it. It's a lot of fun, and plus, if you get it on Switch, you can do couch co-op. You can do couch co-op on the Switch on this game, and I think this would be a pretty fun game to play multiplayer. To be honest,
I have a couple of other ones that are honorable mentions. Wargroove and Wargroove Double Trouble. If you like,
I do not like Wargroove.
You don't like it? Isn't Wargroove like
I got Wargroove on sale, dude. There's like no progression in this fucking game, man. There's like no there's no like RPG elements. Like there's no leveling up. It's just the strategy. Like it's literally
it's an SRPG.
It's an SRPG without being an RPG. Like
that's depressing.
It's just strategy battle because I had gotten Wargroove on sale for $10 when it was on sale like 5-6 years ago when the game first came out, and I was so excited to play. I did the first 2 missions, And then I'm like, why am I not getting like experience or anything? And then I look it up, and there's nothing like it. It's just instant based. It's just levels, and it's just a strategy tactical game. There's no RPG elements to it, which is kind of whack in my opinion. Yeah, like you see, solve perplexing puzzles, outwit the enemy in puzzle mode, stuff like that. Quick fire clashes.
That's so fun. Okay,
it's not really.
Scrap that.
Yeah.
Scrap that. Okay. One game that I remember watching gameplay of it, and I have it on my radar. And now it's $3. It's down from $15 to $3, $2.99. Is Broforce?
Oh yeah, dude! And I saw they have the Broforce DLC on sale too.
Broforce forever. Dude,
I highly recommend Broforce, man. That game is so fun.
Bro,
I've beaten it twice.
I definitely want to buy this game. I've never bought it, so I kind of want to play this game. Looks like a lot of fun.
No, Broforce is very fun. Listen, that game is meant to play with a friend. Both times I played that game, I played it with a friend, and one time I beat it in one sitting. You can beat the game if you like dedicate like an afternoon, like 4 to 6 hours. You can beat the game in like one sitting, and that's how I played it one time, and it was so much fun, man. Like so many laughs, like just such a good time, like a decent challenge, while being very fun and very easy to play for like anyone. It's action-packed and very funny. Like it's just very entertaining time, and it's $3.
Dude, it's $3. Like that's, man, you could buy
this is a hell of a fun game.
Yeah,
especially $3.
There's a lot. There's not many things you could do for $3 that have that much amount of fun. There are a couple other sales, QuakeCon sale. So if you're in the mood to get Skyrim, if you've never gotten Skyrim, all the Doom games are on sale. It's to celebrate Quake 2. Quake 2 just came out, so if anybody's ever played Quake, or if you've never played Quake, definitely hop on the sale. The sale ends in 4 days. Quake is on sale $3.29 from $10. The Elder Scrolls Skyrim Anniversary Edition is down from $70, which is everything Skyrim. Every single thing.
Yo, Mario Tennis Ace is on sale. I might get that.
Mario Tennis Ace is on sale.
I might get that actually.
Capcom has a summer sale that's going on right now. We're talking about Ace Attorney. I love Ace Attorney. All the DMC games, Devil May Cry 1, 2, and 3 are on sale. Obviously, Mega Man's on sale. Mega Man is always on sale, so if you don't have it, I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. There's like a Summer Splash sale. I assume this is for...
Are you looking at PSN sales right now?
No. I'm looking at Nintendo sales right now. But nothing of like real excitement apart from like Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. I can't speak highly enough about this game. This game went from $60 to a $30 game. It's 50% off. So that sale ends in 8 days. Diablo 2 Resurrection, the Primeval Collection, the Resurrection. Yeah, it's Diablo 2 Resurrected. It's the Primeval Collection, which I assume has like a bunch of DLC in it. It's down from $60 to $20. That's a 68% sale. Definitely a huge pickup. What else is out there? Oh, the THQ Nordic Showcase sale. Like pretty much all their games. Remnant from the Ashes, that's on Nintendo Switch, is on sale. Risen is on sale. The Re-Reckoning, the Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning is on sale. Destroy All Humans is on sale. Darksiders is on sale. So much of these games are on sale. Those are just like games that I've played. I've never played Titan Quest, so I can't really speak on it. But it definitely Titan Quest looks like what's it called? The game that we literally just talked about, like literally Path of Exile.
Oh, Titan Quest. Titan Quest. I got for free on multiple on Steam, I think. But Titan Quest is like yeah, it's like over the top dungeon crawler. Like,
yep, it's a dungeon crawler.
Mm-hmm.
So, those are a couple of things as far as sales go.
Before we end, I do want to let the viewers know that we'll probably post a second episode this week, either on, well, it'll probably be posted like Wednesday, Thursday later in the week. But we're recording on Monday or Tuesday. If we continue to do 2 episodes a week, I think it'd be cool to like dedicate like one of those 2 episodes. Like this episode would be like on the trailers that we find interesting and what we want to talk about like for upcoming releases. And then the second video we post can be on like doing a video essay type of video. Because I believe those videos do well on YouTube. I believe like retrospective type of like video essays do really well when it comes to like nerd culture. A lot of people like to get very in depth about what they like, and people like to listen to that. And so we'll just be talking about like, well, next week I want to talk about, well, the next episode I want to talk about Lisa, which is like an indie game that I've been playing that just got recently released on the Switch, but it's been out for years now. But it's a game that I kind of picked up, and it's kind of like, it's grabbed me, man. That game has really grabbed me out of nowhere. So I just want to share it with you guys and share my experience with the game and tell you how much I love it. Like, hopefully get more people playing it. And then,
okay, I was just gonna say that game hasn't got a lot of traction, but I think it's primarily because a lot of people have played it on PC. But this game has definitely just talking to it about it with you is it's the way that you talk about this game is like a love letter to this game, and I'm really intrigued and really interested to talk to you about it. For the next episode, it's really going to be interesting to talk to you about it, just because it's going to be a different type of show.
And then moving forward, we can then week by week do like have discussions about what we're playing that week that we're really interested in, and then have like full on conversations about that particular game on like on an extra episode of the week.
Yeah. So you'll probably see probably like this is kind of the way that we're going to be doing the show. Just have like our normal weekly show, and then have like one one extra kind of dedicated to what we're playing, and to like the big like games that really grab hold of us, to really go in depth, to really write notes, and to really dedicate a show to those, to give them a little bit more of a spotlight, and to kind of give gamers like y'all kind of a understanding of what the game is all about, especially if it's like from an indie developer, to really give them like a showing representation of their game, because sometimes people don't give these games like an opportunity just because of the way that they look. But some of these games, like just like Lisa, it's like just like you would never have known the level of polish in terms of the story and the gameplay mechanics, like just from looking at the stills online. You really have to play this game to really understand it, as far as from what I understand from Chris. But I don't want to talk too much about it until next week.
Yeah.
But until then, Chris, have anything to add?
No, it was a great episode. Had a great time talking.
Yeah, man. And thank you all for listening. Everybody on Spotify, thank you so much. Do me a favor, hit 5 stars on like if you look up there, they'll have like our show itself. If you could give us a 5-star rating, write about us, do whatever. Tell us what we mess up. Tell us if you're enjoying the content. Tell us what we can change. Everybody on YouTube, give us a thumbs up, and
please comment. Let us know.
Please let us know what you want to hear from us. Not for the next one, because we're gonna be talking about Lisa, but give us some feedback. Let us know what you want to listen to. Tell us some games that you want us to talk about. What games we should jump into for our next deep dive. I think that's what we're gonna call it. I say deep dive, and then
deep dive in the game.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna call it. But let us give us some feedback. Let us know, and for everything else gaming, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it so much. I really appreciate it very much, and we'll be talking to you guys soon. This is Not for Normies signing out. Later, guys.
See ya. Bye bye.